we're fast. We've been in the gym.
Well, Gareth Batty, Surrey skipper. Congratulations, by the way.
Thank you very much, sir.
Semi-finals, that'll be live on TalkSport 2 as well. Another short delivery this time by Bumrah. Doesn't go full, it goes short, and Mushraf Mortaza ducks into it. That was ungainly, wraps his chest, no run, 240 for 7. It's desperate times really for Bangladesh, isn't it?
It is. They could do with a few more sort of either lusty blows or a few more of the sort of inside nicks that he got at the start of the over. Bumrah there's followed him. He's given himself some room, Mortaza, and he's followed him with express pace.
He is nippy, is this Bumrah. Full again from the bowler, and Mortaza clubs this wide of mid-on. And it's fielded for another single. That brings Taskin Ahmed back on crease. He's won. Mortaza 18. 2-4-1 for 7. And Kohli is well, he's just rotated things really well. At one stage of Bangladesh to put on 123 for the third wicket. Tamim Iqbal and Mushfiqur Rahim going really, really nicely. But he never lets the game settle, does he, Kohli?
No, and it's the beauty of having the spin options that he does. He can mix up the pace of the game. He can actually manipulate where the rhythm of the batsman is going. You can skip through some overs, you can slow it down, bring your quick bowlers back on. He's actually played it perfectly today.
Bumrah, right arm over the wicket, short, and Taskin ducks, and that's your one for the over. 2-4-1 for 7.
Yeah, this is the new modern day stuff. There's no looking after the tail enders anymore. It's wrap it round their ears. They won't fancy it. That's why they bat sort of further down the order. Quick bouncer again. This pitch looks a good pitch. The ball's gone through nicely on it, hasn't it?
It has, and the feeling in the press box and wherever you speak really is that Bangladesh are well short of a competitive total. But, you know, it's a funny old game, Saint. Full again from Bumrah. This is played to mid-wicket, and they will take a run on the overthrow. It's Yuvraj Singh down there just to the left of the commentary box where so yeah, a couple of runs there. There was a little bit of a miscommunication because that of course brings Taskin back on strike, and he was unsure whether Mushraf Mortaza wanted him back on strike, but in the end the additional run was taken. Bumrah again running in now and bowls. This is shorter and just pops up off the outside edge down to third man. No slip in place now. If there had been, that would have been an absolute dolly. Actually, it came off the pad of the batsman. 2-4-3 for 7. That's the end of over number 47. 3 overs left. 265. That will be what they're dreaming of at the moment, Bangladesh. 270. But India well on top of this game.
Yeah, and it's difficult for a set batsman to be taking advantage of a Bumrah and a Bhuvanesh Kumar. They're very, very, very fine bowlers at this stage in an innings. So the mistake Bangladesh have made is by not having a set batsman in and asking the tail enders to come in and smack some of the best bowlers in the world. Bowling at the death is not an easy proposition, particularly when they have enough pace to be able to go around their ears and a bit of chin music.
Kumar set to bowl his 9th over. 2 for 43 from him so far. That's a wild swing and a back of the length delivery, and goes through to the keeper. No run. 2-4-4 for 7.
It's interesting how this innings has actually gone, because they looked in a wonderful position really, didn't they, at sort of almost 200 for, I think they were about 4, were they?
They were 152 for 2 after 27 overs, and most times you'd back a team to get in excess of 300 at that stage. As Kumar is in again, and he defeats the batsman. Slower delivery, just a touch fuller, but still on good length, and really has Taskin Ahmed groping forward, doesn't know what to do there. Mortaza is going to come down and say, just get bat on ball and run.
Yeah, it's extremely clever bowling from Bhuvanesh Kumar. Quick ball that's gone through him, done him for pace. The very next ball, an off-cut, a slower ball, done him for lack of pace. It's just very fine bowling.
Taskin facing, and again is beaten. Pushing forward. He just doesn't, he has absolutely no clue, does he?
No.
And I don't blame him. This is excellent
hit his
brilliant
length
death
beautifully.
Death bowling at its absolute best. And you've got two very contrasting styles, with Bumrah, who's nailing the Yorkers, and every now and again will do a slower bouncer, but his cutters, slower deliveries, and then every now and again he'll bang one in. As Kumar's in again, and there he does, he bangs one in. Swing and a miss from Taskin. To get a maiden at this stage of the over innings would be absolutely incredible, but as it stands, Kumar is 2 balls away from that.
Yeah, and his changes of pace are incredible. 141.5 at his quickest ball, and then down to 105 for his slower ball. So for a tail ender coming in, the change is just massive. They're not going to have a clue.
You haven't got a prayer, have you, Taskin? Yeah, again, he bangs it in. A little look to the square leg umpire from Taskin, who I think probably had his eyes closed when he was trying that shot. He missed it by some distance. Again, brilliant bowling from Kumar. 2 shorter deliveries. The batsman has missed both of them. Last ball of the over, Kumar in again, and that squirts away for 4. It was full wide, and Taskin just threw everything at it. Outside edge went down to the boundary, just in front of us in the pavilion end. 4 runs to the score, 248 for 7, 2 overs remaining.
I was just about to say what a magnificent over, because he's managed to keep it just outside the eye line with a change of pace, and the tail ender's not really getting into line, not actually getting to the ball with their head to hit it, and then the last ball he's sort of gone fuller and only just outside off stump, which he's managed to get a fine nick down to third man and unfortunately ruin what was a magnificent over.
Still would have taken 4 from the 48th over, but that was a bit of a masterclass really from Kumar. Mashrafe Mortaza facing up, 18. He's looking a little look to the offside. It's banged in, he's gone for the pole, and it's got a big top edge which has flown over Dhoni, and the fielder at fine leg can't cut it off. So another boundary, and the 2-5 for Bangladesh. Their fans here at a packed Edgbaston in England's second city. Well, they need absolutely no other reason to get up on their feet and celebrate. Their team might be up against it, but they're in the semi-finals, they're playing India, they've got a 4. Get the flags out. Bumrah is in again, and Mortaza has drilled that just wide of the fielder at mid-off. I don't need to tell you, the fans will tell you here at Edgbaston, as will the fireworks if the microphones pick them up. But that's a second boundary. And Mortaza is, well, he's got off to a good start at the beginning of the 49th. 2 boundaries from it.
Set a field for that. The first one a little bit shorter, admittedly, went over the keeper's head for 4. This one pretty much the same ball, whacked it through extra cover.
What's Bumrah got? He goes full and he beats Mortaza. Jams his bat down on it, but just grazes, whistles past leg stump and through to Dhoni by Bumrah. 26, these could be valuable runs, we shall see. You'll be able to follow the action on TalkSport 2 and Cricket Radio. The final, of course, coming up on Sunday. That'll be broadcast on TalkSport. Mark Saggers will be back for that one. Chant of India going round the grounds as again Bumrah nails the Yorker. Mortaza's sent back by Taskin. He wanted a quick single, but that would have led to Taskin Ahmed almost certainly being run out. So after 2 boundaries, 2 dot balls.
I think he might be getting a telling off there, Taskin. I think he's had enough at this end as Mashrafe. He fancies maybe the slightly lesser pace at the other end. He's bowled quite quickly here as Bumrah.
He has indeed. 256 for 7 as Bumrah is in again, and Mortaza steps so far towards the leg. He offers Bumrah the opportunity to aim for the stumps, and Bumrah fires in what actually ended up being more of a full toss than a Yorker, but Mashrafe Mortaza can only club it down to long on for a single. 257 for 7. Taskin Ahmed will face the final delivery of the penultimate over. Just don't take a single, I would suggest. Just either hit a 4 or stay where you are. Left-handed Taskin facing up. Well, Will he be sent? No, he will be called through for a single, so he will face the first delivery of the last over. 257 for 7. And that brings to an end another good day for Jasprit Bumrah. 10 overs, 1 maiden, 2 for 39. Brilliant, especially on this pitch, which looks laden with runs.
Yeah, it's an absolute belter, and as he's done pretty much the whole competition and has done for the last 18 months or so, he's just been really dependable, really skillful. Everything he's set about doing, when he's gone for his Yorkers, he's nailed it. He's managed to pin a couple of the tail enders, so they might have a few medals for when they're bowling and have a few sore bits of the body to contend with, but again, he's just been quite magnificent. He just seems to do it over and over and over again, and being exposed to somebody like Lasith Malinga during the IPL has done him no harm whatsoever, and he's going from strength to strength.
Bumrah was a surprise inclusion in the World T20 squad for India, ahead of Bhuvneshwar Kumar, and bowled an incredibly important over against Bangladesh, as Kumar is in now, and no timing from Taskin Ahmed on the pull, and the ball heading high up the bat, and it flying up to a short mid-wicket. There's no fielder there, so it takes a single. That gets Mushraf Mortaza back on strike. Yeah, it was a very, well, it was a match that is remembered because Bangladesh failed to chase down 2 runs in the last 4 balls, losing 3 wickets. But the pressure had been put on Bangladesh in the penultimate over by Bumrah, who'd actually put down a couple of catches whilst India had been fielding, and really kind of cemented his place within the side. And when you consider that Mohammad Shami, who Bumrah came into the side because Shami was injured, he hasn't had a look in the last 2 years because of Bumrah, and Shami's figures are absolutely exceptional in ODI cricket. Kumar in again from the Birmingham end, full again, and Mushraf Mortaza tries to target the deep mid-wicket boundary but can't get that ball away. No run. 259 for 7, 4 balls left of the innings. You're listening to TalkSport 2 and Cricket Radio with Mortaza. Mushraf Mortaza just desperately trying to get another couple of boundaries to get his side up and above 265, 270. But India are the death over specialists, and they're making life very, very difficult. As Kumar at the top of his run comes in to bowl. Slower delivery, that might be called a wide, and is. 260 up for Bangladesh. They would have been dreaming of 300 at the 27 over stage when they were 152 for 2. But an unlikely hero for India in Kedar Jadhav removed a couple of big guns, and really Bangladesh imploded. Kumar's in, and he's going to have to get a bit of treatment. I don't know if he turned his ankle over.
Yeah, it looks like it. Just pointed to his right ankle there. Might be from the footholds or something like that. But Mortaza there, as he hit it, he took 2 steps, and then he was shepherding his partner down, saying get through for 2 as Kumar went down. And it looked like he's just on his second follow-through stride. He just lost his footing. He's got tape on his boot there, hasn't he? It looks like his boot might have ripped down the side, and it just whether his boot's giving him enough support.
Well, it looks like he's just got a little hold up in play. Bangladesh taking a little drink with 3 balls left of the innings. Looks like he's going to be okay.
Yeah, he's gone to the footholds and had a scratch around like all the big fast bowlers do. How you get footholds after just 40 overs, I'll never know really.
Well, the Indian physio is just making his way off the field, as is the drinks carrier for Bangladesh.
Big Paddy flew on and flew off, didn't he? Yeah. Bit of magic spray, he's good to go now.
All sorted.
Yeah, he's fine, look at him dancing around.
He is. He's doing the hokey cokey at the other end, isn't he? Bhuvneshwar Kumar. Okay, all set. Mushraf Mortaza 29, 3 balls remaining in the innings. Bangladesh 262 for 7. As Kumar comes in to the right-handed Mortaza, who tries to club this through the offside. in the end, he tries to club the ball through the offside. There's a deep point in position. It would only have been a signal. But he gets a bottom edge which flies down into the turf, and he is so keen just to get on with things. The ball is bouncing. It's bounced once, and he tries to pick it up, succeeds, throws it back.